Hello and welcome all to the 40th part of the series on self-exploration, the 10th part of this sub-series on Da Vincian intelligence. Those who have directly landed on this part, it will be a great fun if you could go through the whole series, find the links for that in the description box below. Joining the dots, contemplating, comprehending and sharing it with you all raw. All that sounds great is the grace of all those who have blessed me, and all that sounds not so great is my limitation. We are exploring Da Vincian intelligence. In the first 9 parts, we have talked a lot about Leonardo da Vinci, a super personality of the 16th century. We have also discussed an intelligence self-excellence model endorsed by Da Vinci and a 7-day self-excellence program in the last part. With high accolades for the personality that Da Vinci was and all his great methodologies, I cannot close this series without a parallel word for all the Da Vincian models of my motherland, Bharat. Bharat. Bha means light or knowledge, and Rat is devoted, constructively soaked in. So Bharat itself means devoted to light as against darkness. The name Bharat of my motherland is symbolic in nature, revealing the fact that the whole country is highly enlightened spiritually. Proud to be born in this land of richest culture and heritage and a great contribution to the globe. And our all-time hero, the all-rounder, a complete personality, the Purna Purush, as our mythologies call, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna, the most eternal Da Vinci, he exhibited all the 7 qualities which we discussed in the last part. He was a naughty, curious child who asked so many questions that actually led to excellence in Yashoda and his gopis. He experimented on everything: beliefs of caste, systems, human relations, call it, and he has given a different angle to it. It is said that Lord Ram did whatever was right, and whatever Lord Krishna did became right. So he has given a cut to the prevalent systems. He sensed beyond senses the music of the wild, the heart of the gopis and Radha and Uddhav. And he smoked up his entire being in the betterment of humanity. He strongly stood for the Pandavas to fight against the evil. He himself fought so many battles. He knew the art in the science and the science of art. Flute as he played. He was the original Pied Piper of our country. His poise and grace is one of its kind. Not only the gopis who fell for his love and his presence, but the biggest of the sages were carried away by his intellect and his maturity. He was a state-of-art personality, a diplomat, a king, everything. And he expanded his own circles and also the vision of all those who understood him in the real sense. Bhishma Pitamaha, who was his opponent in the Mahabharata Yuddha, was an ardent devotee of Lord Krishna. What more can you ask for this? an enemy who is your own devotee or follower. The more we say about him, the less it is. And for the fear of expanding this part, let me just bow and offer my respect to this LDV, this Leonardo of my land, who landed so much before the Leonardo in Italy. Lord Krishna's all-time gift to the world and humanity is the epic Bhagavad Gita, a discourse given to him, to Arjun, Partha, so to say, on the battlefield. But this is an 18-step self-cleansing, self-excellence program that takes the common man trapped in confusion of to do or not to do, when to do, why to do, how much to do. From this confusion to a complete clarity and vision leading to peace and liberation. This is one of the master excellence programs offered by my country. And as if that much is less, my land has given countless excellence programs to the rest of the world. Our Vedas, they scripture deep understanding of human body, chantings, medicine, music, all leading to transcendence, ideal lifestyles, ideal philosophies, ideal psychologies. The Astanga Yoga endorsed by Bharata, the Astanga Yoga, the 8 ways of connectivity, 8 steps of yoga towards self-excellence. To brief, Astanga has 4 external limbs: Yama, Niyama, Asana and Pranayama. Yama is self-restraints. Niyama is self-regulation. Asana, postures and movements, and Pranayama, breathing techniques, control over breath. And the 4 internal limbs of the Ashtanga, 8 steps or 8 aspects, are Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. Pratyahara is detachment from the world. Dharana, steadying the mind and developing a stance. Dhyan is meditation or contemplation, mindless attention, and Samadhi, it's a bliss, state of bliss that defies description, that cannot be described. The 8-step excellence program offered by my country. Another most talked of transcendence program is the Chakra Meditation. The whole world is talking about it. The experts, all experts across the globe today are endorsing the Chakra Meditation. Knowing our body as the minuscule of the universe and taking our conscience from the lower impulses to the higher and the highest, purest form of existence is the internal journey of transcendence through the Chakras. The 7 major chakras are power centers in our body. They have no physical existence per se. Some people associate these 7 chakras with nerve plexuses at those sites in our body which are along our spinal cord. Whichever way we think of them, the chakras leave a visible impact on the entire manifestation of a being. The Mooladhara chakra or the root chakra or the root plexus that is situated at the base of the spine. Swadhisthana Chakra, the pelvic chakra or the erotic plexus that is placed below the navel. Manipura Chakra, the navel chakra or the jeweled city, the solar plexus along the abdominal area. Anahata Chakra, the heart chakra or cardiac plexus along the heart. Vishuddha Chakra, the throat chakra or the cervical plexus behind the throat area. Ajna Chakra, the third eye or the command chakra or the cavernous plexus between the two eyebrows. And the Sahasrara Chakra, also known as the crown chakra or the 1,000-petaled chakra at the uppermost point on the head. Working systematically in this discipline develops a comprehensive approach for the understanding of the holistic health and wellness of the human spectrum from gross to subtle nature. Our ancient science and sacred geometry put forwards the entire discipline of the Sri Yantra Sri Vidya, a complete guide towards the coherence in the universe, our body, and the science of Dhvani, sound, Shabda. Shabda Prapancha, देह प्रपंच आणि विश्व प्रपंच याच्यातलं साम्य, याच्यातलं एकत्व is embodied in one diagram which can give us an entry into the subtleties of these areas and their coherence. A complex analysis too much beyond the scope for this current series. It talks of the energies that govern the micro and macrocosm, and that may lead us to the cosmic grandeur after completion and content of the earthly cycles. Sri Vidya assures bhogascha mokshascha karastha eva. The follower will get complete luxury of the materialistic world, and after that the grandeur and the bliss of the occult. Throat chokes when I start talking of this. Chest expands in immense pride. With even a sure understanding of these things, I wonder what must be the depth of this ocean of knowledge, excellence and transcendence that our rishis and our all scholars of all the time must have worked on it. Great veterans like Adi Shankaracharya, Jnaneshwar Maharaj, from olden times they have given the pathways of excellence which all merge into the same understanding of the Da Vincian principles that we discussed. For all those who have never looked into it or never felt like looking into this, for all those who believe in modern science and modern technology, and those who think that these are outdated concepts, this is a very humble pledge from me that these are timeless guidances. They can never be outdated. They are evergreen, ever fresh, applicable in any era of life for any human being who wishes to take himself up the ladder. If we have taken birth as human beings, then it is our utmost duty and it is our only duty to use this human life to transcend our own beings. my humble and heartfelt invitation to all those who have been with me in this series of 10 parts along with the Vincian intelligence. Please take a dip in any one of the parts that I have discussed above, and there will be many more, I'm sure, and feel the exuberance of our culture, our heritage. Feel proud and feel like taking it ahead in complete conviction. This was a wonderful journey of these 10 parts of Vincian intelligence, with this part as the cherry on the pie probably. We'll keep sharing many more such thought explorations. Thank you for being with me in this series. We close off this series of 10 parts of Vincian intelligence with this part. Thank you again for being with me. Stay tuned. Bye.